What's up, guys? I'm over here at Dana's property, his food forest. And we are here in which city?
Mission Viejo.
Mission Viejo. And what kind of gardening method do you use?
Just basically wood chips. There's no fertilizer, no pesticide, not even any organic anything. Just wood chips.
Wow, so it's like back to Eden?
Yeah, back to Eden style. That inspired me. It like changed my life. This was a lawn, and I watched that, and I thought, I got to do this. So I kind of an extreme person in everything I do. So this is where I ended up, kind of extreme.
It looks beautiful. I can't wait to go see it. All right, let's get started. All right, what do you want to show us?
Wow, I probably should start with the jaboticaba, because that just started fruiting for the first time after 6 years of being in the ground, and we're sampling it here.
Do you know what kind of jaboticaba this is?
You know, I gotta find out.
Oh, wow, look at that.
You know, you should eat some. I'm trying to find when they're really soft.
So may I get one of these?
Yeah,
right here?
oh yeah, look for the softest ones. Those are the ones that taste just like the purple grape juice.
Let's see.
God, they're all over in here. But yeah, try to find the softest.
Oh, right here. I think I got one.
Those are the best.
Look at this, guys. All right, jaboticaba.
So are you getting that sensation? The purple. Oh, here's one. I want you to eat. This one's pretty soft. Try that one.
Right here. Oh, wow, that's good. It's like kind of like a muscadine grape. With a little bit of like, there's like a tannin component, but it's very pleasurable. I had one, and man, the gophers killed it.
Oh no!
It's horrible. But oh my goodness, how long? So how long was it in the ground?
Look inside. They have it has the. You know, it's getting the ones in here on the...
I'm going to keep the seeds.
Yeah, oh yeah, keep them. Some guy sells those things for like $5 or $6 bucks a piece.
100%.
There's another, so it's that real side, try
one.
that. It's like the more they seem like they're rotten, the best one I had was one I found on the sidewalk that looked rotten, and I ate it.
That one tastes like...
Grape juice?
Grape juice and a little bit of like wine, but... It's good.
Maybe because it's rotten, huh?
No, I don't think it's rotten, but no, it's good.
Yeah, isn't that amazing, though, that flavor?
I'm definitely going to keep the seeds.
It's better than I'll have to give you some more later, too.
Damn,
you know, but take some of these with you, too, when you leave.
I'll take the whole treat.
But, yeah.
All right, what else we got?
I'm a little bit afraid of the neighbors finding out. I think they think it's poison, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's good. Don't tell them.
So, this is like... The reason we bought this was it was in the store, and it was at the nursery. There was only one. It was absolutely beautiful. It was covered with these flowers, and I'm just covered with bees. It was just, and yeah, this thing, when it's in full bloom, it's covered with these, and it has not just the big bees, tiny little bees. I mean, it's just got everything going on.
You know, do you know if this will root readily from cutting?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but take some and
I would love
and see
to.
If it would.
The reason why I want stuff like this is just bring in the pollinators, and
this is the biggest pollinator magnet I've got in my whole yard. It's insane.
Awesome.
I think people walk around the...
Oh, this is awesome, man. Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna show this sign right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And I'll edit it out. Usually, I'll blur it.
So yeah, I probably should say I had like 4 months. I ruptured my Achilles tendon, so I couldn't even walk. So 4 months I didn't water this yard.
Yeah.
And it's like we're having springtime in August. I've been watering heavily for a month.
Yeah.
And I may not go to this extreme, but I'm going to experiment with this and maybe like not water it for a month early in the summer.
Yeah.
Because this never blossomed so much. I got my first jaboticaba, the acerola never, and I could go on, but things just exploded with unusual growth.
I see. This year.
This year from not watering for 4 months.
Maybe they maybe they need a little bit of stress. Perhaps.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
How deep is this? Because I noticed like there's a
some places it's like 2 feet deep, but yeah, I go crazy with the stuff, but it's my fertilizer. It's my you end up with like a ton of mycorrhizal fungi in the soil. When you dig, there's just white and blue in the soils. The original soil gets soft. And when I first saw it, I thought it contaminated my soil. I'm like, oh no, there's all this white stuff in here. And and then I planted the little bush or tree in that spot thinking, oh, I hope it survives. It just exploded.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at these leaves. I mean, look how healthy that is, man.
Well, a month ago, it looked terrible.
Well, I mean, it's because of the...
But it's I watered it. Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, oh, wow.
That's a lot newer tree. That wasn't there
do you know the variety
ago.
of this particular...
No, it's a Cherimoya. I'm going to have to get all the paperwork out because I know people are going to ask me.
Yeah, Cherimoya does very well in here.
Especially at your house. I was amazed. Wow.
Yeah, we have... Well, Rich has bigger Cherimoyas. I mean, Rich, if you want Cherimoyas and Arimoyas, and he's got some pretty good varieties. He's the guy to talk to. I mean, he can get you some science to graft onto these things. And right now, I befriended someone locally at my place, and he's giving me some good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a baby. It hasn't even fruited.
That's a baby? Oh
yeah.
My goodness. Does it No, you know what? You hand pollinate?
No.
You need to hand pollinate.
Oh, all right.
I see flowers. And yeah, you need to hand pollinate Cherimoyas. Right. So we can teach you that. It's kind of late in the season to hand pollinate, but next springtime when they flower, you got to figure out which male and which one is female.
Oh, all right.
And then you just kind of pollinate, and you get lots of fruit.
Yeah.
It's flowering, so I know it can fruit. Yeah.
Oh, these are ice cream.
Oh, this is
but
ice
they're
cream?
the phony ice cream. Rick was just telling me that they're not true ice cream.
I see.
What do you call that? He said there's a
mislabeled, maybe.
Well, he said the ice cream have a bluish, the true ice cream.
Yes, yeah, bluish tint.
The store calls these ice cream. So for purposes of going to a nursery, they're going to call this ice cream. And these are scrawny because of the lack of watering.
Yeah.
But you can see some of the ones that just started taking off when I started watering over there. They get huge, like double or triple that diameter, and, huge racks of.
I wish I had a real, blue Java ice cream.
Yeah,
banana.
that's what I'm saying.
And
it's not that.
I left it at the old property. I need to go there and knock on the door like, hey, can I get a little pup of that blue Java? It's just hard to find a really good supplier for a blue Java banana for some reason. Everyone mislabels it.
So, this right here is a Dorset apple, and that has been there for many years. But when we put the chips in here the first time, I put it like 2 feet deep.
Yeah.
It blossomed like you wouldn't believe, and we got just a huge crop of apples. And then once they were fully mature, took them off, it blossomed again. I thought it's confused. And we got another full big crop of full-size apples.
Twice in a year?
And then, toward the end of the summer, it started blossoming again like it's doing right now. And we got little tiny apples like that big around that were good. I gave them to the chickens, but they were so small, it was hardly worth it. But 3 crops in 1 year. Wow. But it was because of the wood chips. Nothing like that ever happened before.
Look how big that trunk is right there.
Yeah, that's been there a long time, but it's never been that great of a tree until the
wood chips came.
Yeah, 2 feet of wood chips went in there. And that's the only thing I do. Know anything but the wood chips.
Wow, I can see it. It's gotten thicker right here.
What the wood chips do, but I don't think they want to hear it because that's a lot of wood chips, and they don't want to hear that. But if you think about it, in the rainforest, right? That stuff's growing like nothing you've ever seen. What's down there? Like feet of like leaves and
Yes.
dead trees, and that's all there is. Nobody's fertilizing that.
Exactly.
And so then the mycorrhizal fungi and all the funguses, I get mushrooms everywhere, and it goes down and breaks up your hard soil. Yeah, let's do
Wow,
that.
look at that. Oh, that's deep. Look at that already.
And then
It's already-
you see what you end up with,
Look at that.
and it holds the moisture when it rains. And like when you start digging in here
You got
to
the roots
plant a tree,
already.
there's worms everywhere. It's, you know, I see people trying to grow worms separately and collect their what do they call that? The droppings, and it all happens on its own there. And then like the guy that I got this from, he says, you know, compost tea? He goes, you kidding me? Every time I water, it's compost tea. Because it goes through here. And he goes, I don't make compost tea.
It's all,
You know what I mean? It all happens with the wood chips.
this is, you know, honestly, this is what I wanted for my yard. And
This is what I want for your yard. That's
I did this for a little bit of time, but they, like after a few years, they
break
all
down.
got broken down.
Yeah. But then you come in,
gotta
I like
replenish
once a
it.
year I come in and,
Yeah.
but the guy that's been doing this forever, he said over the years, he needs to do it less and less. You know, it's like the soil's hungry for it, and it's consuming it.
Yeah.
And it, you know, like I said, that fungus goes down, and it's a deep
Once you get your
subject. When
Once you get your
into
trees
it.
big enough, I think it just can handle its own, and it will produce its own mulch on its own. What do we got right here? This
We
is
got
ice cream
bean. Look at those ice cream beans
that's
everywhere.
a lot of ice cream beans, guys. Look at that. How old is this?
It's less than 6 years because it wasn't in that video from 6 years
It is
ago,
much
and it
bigger
was a
than my
twig.
tree.
It was a little twig in the ground, like the size of a little bigger than a pencil. The trunk,
Wow.
and
It's got a lot of fruit.
I got a story to go along with that too. Is I planted this coffee under here, and my friend told me, "Oh, you can't grow coffee outside. He grows it inside."
Yeah.
And so I put it under here to shade it from the frost and to shade it from, and I knew it was a nitrogen fixer, so I thought it would feed it. And it is doing so well under
it looks
here.
like
Like
it's
last
trying to
year,
fruit.
it was covered with coffee, just covered. And I've since found out that that's how they used to grow coffee, is they would plant a row of these and then a bunch of coffee and another row of these and a bunch of coffee. And the nitrogen feeds the tree shades the coffee, and this thing puts out like a biomass, like you wouldn't believe. It ends up all over the street. I wouldn't recommend doing it over the sidewalk like I did, but it just drops like a biomass of leaves.
This is why I'm trying to grow more of
They,
these.
they use it to mulch the coffee too. Everything. It did everything for the coffee.
But I got a bunch that's going to be going in the ground next year. Because I can
Coffee
see
around it. I mean, they
And the
literally
coffee.
did that commercially, and it just thrives next to the. You see how close
I
it
put
is.
coffee underneath my mango trees.
Oh, all right. Well, that may be a good thing too. You know?
Hopefully,
I didn't even know
hopefully.
what I was doing when I put it there, other than thinking nitrogen and shade. But I didn't realize, you know,
Well, it seems to be working.
that it's a thing.
Is
know?
that your only coffee tree? You got more?
Yeah, it's the only one I have. Kona coffee is it.
I see. Have you made coffee with it yet?
I picked all the beans and I dried them out, and I didn't do it, but
I see.
a neighbor of mine has done it, and he said it's the best coffee he's ever had. He was doing it just for novelty, and he said, now I have to do it.
Okay.
And there's a guy in Santa Barbara that sells coffee. He grows in California, and he gets $60 to $100 a pound for it. For California coffee. So apparently it's
You need
valuable.
to grow more, man. You need to grow more,
That's what
man.
I was thinking. I'm going to put more under here, because
Just,
now that I know that that's where it belongs.
Now that you have seeds too.
Oh, you just take the seeds and grow it, huh?
Yeah.
Will they be true to?
I don't know.
Well,
but
I
you can
guess
just
who
graft.
cares,
I guess
huh?
you can graft onto it too. I've heard some people that you can, they readily air layer. So We'll see. We'll see. I'll try that, but I don't have a big enough tree to air layer. But what do we got right here? This is a passion fruit?
Passion or dragon fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And it just did this on its, I planted it back there in the shade and it jumped up on the wall and started doing this. And, this is another one of those things from the stress, I guess. We had like 3 big blooms on this for the first time. And you can see another one coming right here.
Oh, I see that. Look at that, guys. Do you pollinate these?
I didn't know any better. I didn't. So I'm going to do this one.
I see.
Yeah, I'm just learning.
My friend has given me like, I think it was like American Beauty and Sugar Dragon. Those are to me, those are the 2 best varieties. Tasting wise, and I hear they're self-pollinating or something like that. Wow. I don't know.
This is just Home Depot. I don't know what it is.
I see.
Call it the Home Depot dragon. Now, this passion fruit I planted 6 years ago, a little twig, and this is 60 feet long.
Look at this guy.
And this is the worst I've seen it look. It dies back at the end of August, but imagine 4 months of no water.
Oh.
And,
these are expensive.
Yeah. My wife sent me a thing. She was at the store. They were $4 a piece.
Dude.
And she sent that to me and I was just like,
do you mind if I take these for seeds?
Oh, no, take them. Yeah. Take whatever you get. Usually there's a lot of purple ones, you know, but.
Oh, nice.
But you can see it's kind of in a green phase. But this thing does fruit. Seems like about, 5 months out of the year or something. I don't know.
That's a lot of fruit.
Yeah, it just goes on and on and on.
And you just pretty much pick them, right? Like right here when they drop.
So we had it's over here. I can't think of the name of it right now. Oh, rosemary. This stuff was like draping down the walls all the way down here. So and it was mixing with the kind of the passion fruit at the beginning. So I thought, I don't want this mess. So I pulled them out, stuck them at the base of the passion fruit over there. And I mean, it was stacked up like this high and it wasn't breaking down. So I just kind of ended up walking on a little bit and then covered it up with wood chips. And then that's when this just exploded. So it had just dead rosemary under it and then wood chips and it just exploded. I've never fertilized it. There's always butterflies all over it. You can get the monarchs or all over it all the time.
This is what you can get from just wood chips. Look at that, guys. And then you planted these plumerias?
Yeah, they're all from cuttings from the original one I had in my backyard. My wife makes leis out of these.
They're beautiful.
So she takes them and makes big like a Hawaiian lathe. And so she wanted like a bunch of them. And I planted them over here because they seem to hate water. I water them like once a month. If I water them once a week, they'll die. You got to kind of put them over here. And this is like full sun all day long.
They seem to love this area right here. I mean, they are so healthy. Look at that.
I thought they were tropical, and I just looked it up. They come from a very dry, hot, rocky area originally.
I see.
Hawaii, I guess, imported them. They're not tropical at all. They come from like almost desert. Hot, dry, rocky.
Interesting. Because I have one that's right in front of my house. We're not even watering it and it seems to be thriving. And the ones that I water,
they die, right?
They get shrivel up.
Yeah. They hate water. So put it in a place where you can't get to and can't water. And it's not near anything that wants water. Put water on it about once a month.
There you go, guys.
In the summer and not at all in the winter,
That's a hot tip for these plumerias.
Yeah, I've been more and more lately. I'm like, where is this thing from originally?
Yeah.
And that tells you what, I'm changing what I'm doing with these tropical trees now, because in the tropics, it doesn't rain in the winter. So you could very little, watering and it pours in the summer. So when it gets really hot now, I'm starting to come out and especially after the, 4 months.
Unfortunately, it's the opposite here. It's like it rains heavily in the winter and not nothing in the summer at all.
Yeah.
Except this year. Did you get rain the last week?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe a tiny bit.
That's a pineapple guava right here.
Yeah, that's a pineapple guava.
You're getting fruit from it. It's flowering.
Well, what's
right there.
amazing about this too is I was so afraid of my neighbors. Like, what are my neighbors? People are going to complain or whatever.
Okay.
I get nothing but we love your yard.
I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. It's evergreen.
I had
it's
one
just
neighbor
beautiful.
tell me we had people come here from out of state, and the first thing we did is take them to your house to show them. They just walk down the sidewalk, and it's like they're doing a little tour, and they're like pointing it all out.
Well, I mean,
you know?
I can't wait to get in the inside of this
let's get in there.
food forest. I mean, ooh, I see a big mango tree there somewhere, a big sapote, it looks like a white sapote over there. So what is this? Is this your subel?
Oh yeah, this is the Sibel white sapote.
Wow, guys.
And yeah, this bus driver lady, just a couple days ago stopped here and asked me what this tree was. And she said she was driving down here one day on a rainy day.
Yeah.
And the sapotes were falling off and one rolled out into the street. She said, I got out of my bus, picked it up out of the street, took it home and ate it. And she goes, I could not believe how good that fruit was. And she said, so I planted the seeds in my yard and I've been trying to explain to my family, the taste of it. It's kind of like a vanilla custard and it has like a brown sugar flavor to it. Like the other ones don't seem to have that.
And you got some that's ready?
So I gave her some for her family. She was so excited. Like she goes, I've been trying to describe to them what it's like. And
they finally know.
Yeah, now they'll know. But that was pretty cool. I felt really good about that.
This is so healthy. So healthy. I mean, I think I have
and this is like, I don't think this wasn't even in that video 6 years ago. So it's probably not even quite 6 years old. Look at that trunk.
Dang.
And what would you say that is? Like height-wise, it's like way up there.
I would say maybe, so that's the height of your house. Whew.
It's trying to take over my yard.
Maybe 25, 30 feet high, perhaps. I would say
in
about
less than
25.
6 years. Isn't that insane?
Dang, that is. And it's so healthy.
Yeah.
And I see you have caterpillar, but they don't even eat it.
You know it's a Sibel. When you feel the back, it has a velvety. The Vernon doesn't have that. It's like, feel the velvety feel. So that's how you know it's a Sibel. I might be saying that wrong, but.
Wow, guys, look at this. And then right here.
And then this is the orange sherbet.
Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. Oh man. Wow, do these get to full size?
They were shriveled up because of, the 5 months or whatever, 4 or 5 months of no water.
Yeah.
And then I was going, oh man, I missed it. And I started flooding it here a month ago, and these things just started swelling up. So I go, oh, all right, I might get some mangoes here.
How old is this tree?
It's 6 years old, and it was.
Oh, and
it was just, maybe about that diameter.
Yeah.
Bare root, or this maybe in here, diameter.
Okay.
And it was bare root. That one video I made, I have it at the end of it, and the dark green is the original growth on it. It already had a flush after I put it in, a little bit after I put it in. It almost doubled its leaves.
Oh, this is beautiful,
But
man.
in 6 years with nothing
but the wood chips. And
people don't believe me when I say that.
Is that the same tree?
That's the same tree.
That's the same tree over there?
Yeah.
Oh, so this little part right here is just a part of this tree.
Oh no, it's all out. It's all the way.
Oh my goodness. All right, so will we be able to see it like from the other side?
So I'd water it once a week. And maybe a little more in the summer. I'm learning a little more in the summer, and maybe a few times a week in the summer, twice.
Look at that.
I'm starting to learn, and then back off in the winter. Because you know, in the tropics, it doesn't rain in the winter, so you can back way off in the winter. Especially that this went through, you know, the summer, most of the summer with no water, which is,
Yeah.
and then,
And the leaves, you could tell it's an orange sherbet by just the leaves.
yeah, oh yeah, it's orange
yeah.
sherbet. Trust me, when I tasted that fruit, I didn't even like mangoes. The best fruit I've ever had in my whole life. I bought another one of those bare root trees and put it in the back. I just couldn't believe it.
Wow, this is exciting, man. This is exciting.
But-
When you ate it, it had seed in it when you had it last time?
Yeah.
Okay, so oh wow. Did you spray? No spraying?
Nothing,
No spraying,
wood
guys.
chips, and
Look
nothing.
at that.
People don't believe that. It's like I'm gonna do videos about that, but yeah.
Yeah, this is like of interest of a lot of people in the mango community. I don't like to spray. I'm trying not to spray. Sometimes I'm tempted to do it. I guess maybe
You kill all the mycorrhizal and all the fungus and all the things it needs when you start. So I don't even do organic spray. But to be honest with you, what's more exciting to me because of the lifetime of failure,
yeah.
that Washington navel, I lost track of how many of those I bought and killed. And I have a book. I probably shouldn't say the name of the company so I don't get sued. But I followed that book. It looks like a well-worn Bible of a 100-year-old person. The pages are all falling out and it's all ragged around it. I followed it to a T and killed every one of them. I realized later in the corner I saw the logo. It's the company that makes most of the chemicals and stuff. So you're listening to these
Monsanto.
So I planted this and I'm thinking, you know, I've been through this. I didn't have much hope. This is the worst I've ever seen it look because it hasn't been watered so long. Last year it was covered with oranges. It was tiny 6 years ago. I didn't think an orange tree could grow this fast. And look at the richness of the leaves.
Yeah, they're super green.
Like in that book, they show you all the yellow leaf patterns. This means more nitrogen, so you put the nitrogen on, then the aphids show up. Now you got to spray the aphids with this poison, and now you got to do this, and now you got, oh, that means not enough iron, so I put ironite down, and I killed them all like that. And now nothing but wood chips. This is the worst I've ever seen it look like. See all the dieback in here from not getting water. But it's usually the whole thing is lush and loaded with oranges. But that's exciting to me, like after a lifetime of failure. And I had to do like one thing.
You know, there's a guy I follow, Tom Dykstra. He's a entomologist or something, the study of insects. And he's saying that when your plants are healthy and they develop like really high Brix levels on the leaves, like
the bugs
nothing.
Don't like
yeah,
it.
the bugs can't eat it. They cannot. So
I am getting the
leaf miners.
I agonized over this that when I first started seeing it, and now I don't even pay attention to it. I saw some guy on the internet that was like, just let it happen.
Yeah.
And then when it starts getting too cold for the leaf miners, you cut this stuff off and it grows because you pruned it, and then all of those leaves come out like this. You know what I mean? You cut all this off when it starts getting cold.
Yeah.
And that's why I left this dieback. I'm gonna prune all that off when it gets cold. It's too cold for the leaf miners, and then I'll get this massive flush of growth, and then there will be no leaf miners. It'll all come out like this.
Interesting.
And it works. I did that last year, and you can see
This is a really healthy orange tree. Orange, right?
You should have saw it last year. The branches wanted to break. It was just loaded with oranges, but this year, lack of water.
Look at that big. Those are big oranges up there. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, they're just getting started.
Wow.
Yeah. And then this one, you can see how hard it was on it. This is
what is
like
this
four
one?
different kinds of tangerines, like a cocktail.
I see that you got some fruit here, and then that one over there.
You see all the things I have in there propping it up?
Yeah.
Like the second year, this thing was so loaded with fruit, it was literally flat on the ground. The whole thing was, and I'd prop it up and even the sticks couldn't hold it up. And I ended up look at how many, there's 3 of them going around it.
Wow.
Because it's so heavy with fruit.
I mean, look
This
at
is the worst it's ever
Look at
looked.
this.
But once again, I'm gonna cut this dieback off when it gets too cold for the leaf miners, and then just let it explode again and do its thing.
So you said how many varieties is in this?
4, I think.
Do you know which varieties you got?
I don't.
That's okay. I'm also trying to collect different kinds, especially like the sumo mandarins. I think they're called mandarins. I forgot. I'm not too well versed when it comes to citrus, but I am trying to collect like a lot of the mandarins that like they're easy peel and easy to eat. But the satsumas, there we go. I really want to get some satsumas.
Is that? Well, I wonder if that's what I have over here. My wife just bought something. No, Paige.
Oh, that's.
But you see how sick that thing is? I'm not worried about it, but that's because they put it in bark or broken up. You can't plant things in wood chips like they do at the nursery. You can't mix this with your soil. It'll be terrible for your plants. You go into the hard soil, dig the smallest hole you can, and try not to, bare root is better. Try not to have any of that nursery dirt in there. And then put real dirt around it. And then the wood chips always just go on top. And it's magic.
I 100% agree with you. I made a video about that, about root rot and why the nursery potting mix causes that.
Yeah.
And people don't like to listen sometimes.
That's what killed my coconut cream was their soil. I didn't know any better, but I figured it out after it died. It's all rotten around that nursery. The roots were rotted. So that one was bare root. The one you're seeing. This one was more established, the coconut cream, and it died because of the soil. And what they do too is they put all that bark in there and wood, which rods nitrogen. So then they put all that chemical fertilizer in there, and it's literally like you almost like not eating food and taking steroids and thinking, this is going to be great, and the plant looks really good, but in the long run,
not healthy inside.
Oh no. You can always see that fertilizer sitting on the top. It's the only thing keeping it alive in that soil. You need the real dirt. So this is
all cuttings.
I was going to cover this up. That's my plan. Is I'm going to take these wood chips and cover it up. That's what made that passion fruit go crazy. But I thought, hey, this could be a demonstration. This is about 2 feet of this junk all the way around, and there's about 2 feet of wood chips over here sitting next to it. So I'll just kind of walk on that, and then that's what I did at the base of that thing that made that take off.
Wow! So this
crazy.
is this.
That's the start
so
of it.
all of the passion fruit that we saw is just on this. Maybe what two vines?
You know what? Once it got all the way down to the end, I was like, you know what? Or it's almost all the way to the end. So I thought, oh, you know what? I want to speed up the process. So I did put another one down on the other end. Smaller one to fill it in faster. But that would have filled in I'm cutting it off at the bottom all the time. That would have filled in everything. But, just for total, it's crazy. When you think that $4 a piece, my gosh.
That is insane.
But you can see so this yard is flat. See what you're standing on?
Oh, that's huge.
That's not even that. There's some chips down there, but you're seeing the amount of chips around here.
This is like a compost pile in a way. And then it's just fertility for your surrounding.
And then like we were talking about, when you water, if that's a compost pile, what's going down there? Compost tea when you're watering,
100%.
And then this thing has never been this productive, and I think it has to do with that stress of not watering it.
This is the Barbados?
Yeah.
Barbados.
Once I started watering it, it blossomed like it's more than it ever has.
Do you like the fruit?
Oh, I do.
You do?
I actually do. And I mean, it's not like, wow, this is great. But one of these, if you eat 3 of these,
Yeah.
that's your daily allowance of vitamin C. And so they literally, you can go buy vitamin C. It says acerola right on the label. They get it from this tree. So,
and you're getting the freshest vitamin C.
Yeah. So I'm out in the yard. You can't eat too many of them because that's, you know, you can't eat a ton of vitamin C, start getting the run. So I come out and eat 3 or 4 or 5 of them and go, wow, I'm all set.
Look at all those flowers. So this is loaded.
It was insane with the flowers. You can tell by the fruit. It was covered with
And you
flowers.
got this avocado tree. How old is this avocado tree? And do you know the variety of it?
Yeah, it's a dwarf Haas, and it almost died from that 4 months. The strange thing is this little guy, which is the, remind me what it is, the one that's supposed to bear 3 times.
Is this a Carmen?
Carmen. It lost most of its leaves, but look at how it came back when I put the water on it.
Yeah, it looks really healthy.
That's like a month of watering, you know?
Dang. I'm still trying to figure out avocados. I mean, they seem to like water.
They like a lot of water.
I mean, most fruit trees, they want water, but wow, like.
And they love I was told, you know, a long time ago, they love their own leaves, which I think all plants do. That's like what they need more than anything. But total honesty, I was just thinking the other day, the best I've ever seen this thing look, this tree, even though it looked way better than it did right now, just from the wood chips, the best I've ever seen this look was before I was doing the Back to Eden. I went down to the stables and I got horse manure mixed with sawdust.
Yeah.
And I don't know, people told me that's really bad. It did bad things to a lot of things in my yard.
Yeah.
This thing exploded.
With the
I've never seen
manure.
it. Yeah, I've never seen it look that lush again. I'm kind of contemplating
if you're gonna
doing that again, but people say that they spray stuff to kill the bugs in there.
Yeah.
So if I could get some horse manure where somebody hasn't been spraying stuff to kill flies and
or like the dewormers that they use.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
You don't have any problems with like stem rot, like right here, from all the wood chips?
No, that's,
right here, right?
That's a bunch of baloney.
Oh,
so
wow. See, look at that.
Think about that in your mind for a minute. It's like all of the books tell you, pull the bark away from the tree, it'll rot the trunk. I mean, do you think God has like a little miniature man out there in the jungle, like pulling all the debris away from the trunks of the tree? You know, how do they survive out there in the rainforest? You know what I mean?
That's true, that's true.
It's a lie, actually. I don't know who made that up, but maybe it's true back east or something where it rains a lot. It's not true here, I can tell you that. Because I go 2, maybe even 3 feet. I just cover it. Cover the graft. I think the graft is way down in the chips somewhere.
When I did my first initial wood chips, I was up to like 8 inches above the soil level all around the trunk, and I didn't have any problems. So
yeah, the other thing that's false too is they'll say, oh, you can't use the eucalyptus, it's poison. Most of this is eucalyptus because that's what's mostly available. You know, I take whatever I can get. There's nothing that's back to, you know, God's got some little guy out there going, oh, we got to get the walnut dust away from here. And like if you mixed it in the dirt, it'd probably be a problem. But when it gets down here, it starts breaking down and turning into fungus, you know, pretty much right away. I know things don't like growing under eucalyptus trees, but they love the chips. You know, I mean, this is your evidence. Here's a star fruit. This thing had almost no leaves on it.
Wow,
from the
they're
lack
super
of water,
healthy.
Look
at that.
It's starting to blossom now. See, it'll probably do what the others did. You know, it just start taking off.
I have given up on my star fruit. I mean,
are they in the shade? They love shade.
They
hate wind. They hate sun.
Oh yeah, I probably need to shade it more. It's getting full sun, like maybe a third of the day, and I don't know, it doesn't seem to like its spot.
It doesn't like any. This thing's shaded basically all day. Yeah,
wow, it's got nice dapple shade.
And when it's been watered, it's beautiful, but it's coming back. That's jujube.
Oh, look at that! It's a big one. This is what variety? It's like sugarly.
Gosh, I'm gonna have to get back to you on all that stuff. I know that's terrible for a video, but I don't
You got a healthy
know.
jujube in here. All right, what else you got?
And then I lost most of my blueberries, but you know, blueberries can't grow in our soil, right?
Mm-hmm. It's not acidic enough.
Yeah, it needs really high acidic soil, but my blueberries were awesome. They need a lot of water.
Yeah.
You know, 4 months of no water, most of them died. But yeah, it does really well. And Paul Gauchi, the guy he says this wood chip somehow does magic, but to prove that the pH doesn't matter when you get all the wood chips in there, it's because they need certain nutrients that aren't available. And the fungus from the wood chip take the nutrients from the dirt. It's not bioavailable to the plant, but the fungus in the wood chips goes down into the soil, breaks down that, and it feeds the plant the nutrients that it needs, makes it bioavailable. It's kind of like, you know, there's all the minerals in the dirt. We can't just go out and eat dirt, you know, that's not bioavailable to us. So we get it from the plants get it from the fungus. But everything the plants need is in the dirt. Like no matter where you live, dirt is nothing more than broken down rocks, which is minerals. And what they need is there, they just can't assimilate it. But once you get like a lot of fungus in there, it literally goes in there, breaks it down, feeds it to the plant. And so
it's all about the microbiology in the soil.
Yeah.
So it's either you constantly feed it with inorganics, or you feed the soil and it'll feed your
the
trees.
reason it looks so bad, like I said, like 4 months, no water, I almost died. There was a bunch of them here and they all died. They were really nice, and here's one that survived.
Oh, there you go.
But they were, you know, when I first started, I was trying to put stuff in to raise the acidity, put some vinegar on there. But now I'm gonna just trust what Paul says. He has blueberries, which need high acidity. Right next to it, he has something that, I think it's lavender, something that needs high pH.
Yeah.
He has them side by side thriving, just to prove it doesn't matter. Like when you get the biology right.
I'm gonna do an experiment too. I'm gonna do that because I've been trying to grow blueberries for a while. So now I have it growing in a container, and I prefer not to grow in containers. And so I'm gonna try all this out. Just deep mulch.
Deep
Mulch. How thick is this, do you think? Like in this area, like maybe a foot, 2 feet?
Right now, it's hard to say. You know how it breaks down.
Yeah.
But
approximately like maybe a foot?
Maybe. It's probably getting low, but you can see there, this is a flat yard. Yeah. There's a ton of it there. It's uneven right now because my daughter actually moved this stuff all for me because I couldn't walk, So she kind of just came down and was in my driveway when I ruptured my Achilles. So this died.
What is this?
That's a cocktail tree. The peach died and the nectarine died from no water.
I see.
But the apricot's holding on over there. But I thought I'll just leave this, as an example. I'm gonna just cut off.
It looks like it's kind of coming back.
Well, the apricot's coming back and the plum is coming back, but I think the peach is gone. I think peaches need a lot of water.
Peaches, I'm having problems with peaches also. It's just they seem to, especially the ones that I'm trying to grow them from seed now. And I don't have any good experiences with peaches in my yard. They're growing, they're fruiting, but they're just not really
I got one in the back that's just awesome, great peaches and everything. But it's stressed out right
I
now
see.
from the lack of water.
I see.
And then here's
That looks healthy.
help me,
Suriname.
cherry.
That's
And so
Suriname.
we bought this one because that was supposed to be black. You know what the nurseries do to you. This was supposed to be black.
Uh-huh.
And
It's not.
It's not. And so now we got this one, which is supposed to be black. We'll
I
see.
see.
I don't think I got
I think
fruit on
I
it.
have my friend Guillermo has a black one.
Yeah, this is supposed to
But
be
they taste
black.
the same. To
Oh,
me,
they do?
To me, they
I
do.
hear all these people say black is so
I mean,
much
you know, there's
better.
so many different varieties. That could be true. I mean, to me, when I tasted the black one and the red one, honestly, even my red one, they taste different times of the year.
Really?
Yes.
This almost died from
Oh, you
from
see,
scales.
this is a male. This is a female.
This one just gets fruit on its own.
Oh,
I don't even.
really?
Yeah,
Does it have the variety name on this thing?
but it almost died from scales, and I would just let it go. I was thinking, you know what? There's too many, and I'm not going to spray it.
Yeah.
If it can't handle it, let it die. And this year, it's like 98% better.
Oh. And-
Maybe the predator showed up. That's what happens
Yeah.
in these food forests. It's like you get a lot of something, and the predator of it figures it out, and they show
come
up
in.
and take care of it. Here's another one, just barely made it.
Oh, no.
And you can see how skinny the trunk was. I can't believe it made it that long without water.
How old is this?
It's probably at least a year old. But it you can see it. I don't know how it made it. It kind of blows my mind. I got these around it because the rabbits devour it.
And then this is what kind of papaya is this?
My
This is,
wife is telling me that that's Brazilian. I'm hoping it is because I love that.
Oh, I have a few I should have gotten you some Brazilian. I have a Brazilian. I have quite a
And look,
bit
here's
of it.
another one that survived, and it's just a twig. I cut the dye back off of it, and I lost
This is another white-
cherry tree. Oh yeah.
Another white sapote.
So this is the Vernon, and I don't like it. We were going to cut it to the ground.
Oh no, just graft your subel into it.
Well, do I need more Sabel?
Oh, that's true.
But I'm thinking of just keeping it small, maybe as a pollinator for that. I don't know if
Okay.
they need a cross-pollinate.
Oh, I have no clue. Or you
But
can
my wife says get it out of here, but I'm thinking of just maybe keeping it small.
put a mango tree in here.
Yeah.
Put another mango
You
tree.
know what? Maybe you're right. And I lost my cherry through that too. They must need a lot of. This was
Yeah, cherries struggle in my yard too. I don't know what it is.
Well, it died from the lack of water.
I see.
It died in that water thing,
Oh man, it's a pretty big sized tree also.
What do they call it? Royal Lee and Mini Lee?
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
the two of them mixed up. This one made it.
And they're prone to gamosis too. Oh,
What's
this is
gamosis?
huge. They'll get like I think it's like a fungal infection, and it looks like
Oh, in the trunk?
yeah, and it looks
Oh.
like this gummy looking thing that comes out of it looks like a sap that's like gummy, and it just kills the whole. You get dieback, you get massive dieback.
Yeah.
But this looks healthy. You getting fruit from this one?
Yeah, it looked really good before. It had cherries all over it. Before I was unable to water it, and then now it looks really lousy, because of that. But watch out for.
Oh, yeah.
This is my new thing, man. Just no
Rat
bait.
problem.
Just no bait. Just put it around the tree and whatever it is,
And look at this.
that's the Sabel.
Huge. Look at that sabel, guys.
I should get a tape measure because I probably underestimated when I said how tall it was. Watch the trap.
Look
There.
at that. Wow. And then you have
And
more.
that's less than 6 years because that wasn't even in the
That is
video.
crazy. This is 6 years of growth, guys, on this Subel white sapote. And then you have, this is the backside of this orange sherbet mango tree. And holy moly, this is bigger than it looked from the other side. Whoo, if you give it a little bit more sun, this thing was just gonna load.
Yeah, I'm gonna trim back the cherry tree now that now that I can walk.
Damn, this mango tree is gonna be like,
It's gonna be famous because of you.
this is awesome. Woo, you'll get more fruit from it too, I believe, if you give it some more sun. Wow, this is healthy, guys. Look at this. Orange sherbet.
You know what I just found out yesterday? My friend was saying like coconut trees can't grow here.
Coconut trees?
Yeah.
Oh, I tried.
And,
I spent like $800.
They said the only one that's ever fruited, guess where it is?
Where?
La Quinta in the middle of the desert.
Wow.
And one thing I'm noticing about tropical plants, I used to think they need humidity.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to matter. Like this papaya. Guy who sold this to me told me, I said, "Are these good?" He goes, "No, they're not going to be good. That looks terrible now, but I mean, usually those things are like the size of bowling balls, but it hasn't been watered." But he said it won't be good. I said, "Why not? Which one is good?" He goes, "None of them are going to be good." And I said, "Why not?" He said, "Because they belong in the tropics. They'll grow here, but they don't belong here, so the fruit won't be very good." I've had people tell me this is the best papaya I've ever had in my life.
Dang.
And it's back to the soil is what matters. They love the dry heat.
I have papayas that are like probably 20 feet tall. It's the Brazilian, the one that you get from the store.
Wow.
And it is massively tall.
Wow.
And the fruit is no good during the early spring. It loses a lot of its leaves from powdery mildew. But when summer hits, they grow those leaves and the fruit tastes amazing.
Yeah.
So during the winter time and spring, I just feed them to my chickens. And they're food for the chickens. Or you can use them as a green papaya salad. And they're amazing. So
yeah, I was just in the yard the other day. I pulled one of the Hawaiian ones off and ate its skin and all. Oh, it's so good. I got what are these called?
It's guavas.
Guavas, yeah. And that's another thing. They tell me I'm getting a pink guava, and so I plant it there, and I got another white guava. So then there's 3 of them. So now here's a third one that's supposed to be a pink guava. I don't know if you can tell by looking at it. I'll get a guava off it
I'm not a guava person. I'm trying to grow as many varieties as I can, but my friend Guillermo is so into guavas, and he can probably tell you more.
This is a Mexican white, and this was labeled pink at the nursery, and it's not pink. And then the one next to it again is, I get a lot of that. I don't know if you do, but
yeah, if you get them from like the big box stores or like they just get mislabeled. I mean, the thing is you're hiring employees and they don't have the same passion.
I thought I lost all my taro. All the taro was gone, and now I started watering.
And
it's
back.
Popping up not only where it was. This used to have taro in here, like big, beautiful, but they all died.
Yeah.
And I thought, I lost them, and then I started watering, and they're popping up in places they weren't even at.
Is that
before.
taro right there?
This is taro. This is taro, and that's what the Hawaiians make poi out of.
Yeah.
So it's like a starch.
I'm trying to grow taro too. I mean, I'm struggling with taro. I mean,
well, it's shade and lots of water.
Shade and lots of water and lots of mulch.
Yeah, everything, lots of mulch. Yeah. The only thing I'm questioning is
you got a monstera. Hopefully, you'll get some fruit from it. They said the fruit's really good.
Yeah, that's the delicioso. Made sure I got the one that fruits. They have them that don't fruit. Most of them. Oh, this is a good example of, the nursery. It's showing all signs from the book. Lack of iron is that thin one with the yellow in between, but usually you see those little balls in here of the
or mixed into the soil
chemical fertilizer. That's the only thing keeping it alive. That's like steroids keeping it alive till you get it, and then it's your problem. So I'll try to get as rid of much dirt as I can from that, and then plant it in a hole like this size. As small as possible in real dirt, keep it a little high, then bring in a bunch of chips.
What I do now, I completely remove all of that.
Yeah.
And just like, I'm not even afraid to just
Really?
get rid of all of it, and then just, mix in my half native soil, half sand, and just keep it in, and then mulch it heavily on top, and just put it in the shade for like about a month or two, and then they'll come back, and they're no longer like this.
Get the steroids out of the system.
Yeah, get everything out of the system.
Oh, I should show this. Invention is the mother, the mother of invention or whatever, right? But I used to have to get on a ladder and cut those banana leaves back, and I can't even get up on a ladder, So this is going to be like a dual purpose here, because I wanted to show you something over here. Actually, just cut one down just to show this. But I used to get a ladder kind of into the slope. I can't do that anymore, with my Achilles thing. Ready?
Yep, go for it.
Woohoo! I used to almost kill myself doing that.
Oh, man.
I'm going to make something a lot better. I just duct taped it on there to try to...
This is kiwi.
Kiwi, yeah.
That's cool. Look at
It didn't like the sun. I read it doesn't like the sun, so I moved them over here.
It looks healthy here.
And I haven't taken, like I said, that's 4 months, no water. And then I started watering them. Somebody told me they don't like a lot of water, so maybe they're right.
Oh, this is a mulberry tree right here.
Yeah, and it looked terrible. All the leaves were gone. But look, my neighbor, maybe over there is a macadamia nut tree that's like taking up half his backyard. I know what that is. It's a
Yeah, your mulberries are fruity.
yeah, because of the water. They finally got water. Like, look at the leaves. You can see the stress of no water. And then this is ever bearing. So after it fruits, if you prune it every time it's done fruiting, you'll get 3 harvests in a year. And that's what I usually do. But I did back to not being able to walk. And this had a rough time. This is another Carmen. With no water, you can imagine. Avocados just did not do well. So that's a Carmen. And I'm just now figuring out that, what's that, jackfruit? That's almost died.
It's so hard to grow
They like a lot of
jackfruit,
water,
yeah.
I'm starting to find out.
Rich, have you grown any jackfruit successfully? Or know anybody in your area?
There's a lot of jackfruit trees, even big ones, but the fruits just don't make it through winter. They end up rotting.
Wow.
Just grow mangoes, man. Just grow mangoes.
So you see all the dieback on this?
Yeah.
This is the tree that I showed you. It's a honey, what do you call that, tangerine?
Honey tangerines.
And the first year we put the chips in here, kind of like the apple tree had 3 crops, which it's never had, even 2. Remember that picture I sent you of the tangerine the size of a grapefruit?
This is
Came
it?
off of here. When we put the chips down, we got tangerines the size of a grapefruit. The first year it was just like, thank you. And then that avocado is a Jim Bacon. You familiar with the strawberry tree?
The Jamaican cherry or the strawberry tree right here. Yeah, I have one and it's dying. It grew so fast, but I think it's like a short-lived tree.
Is it?
I think so. I had mine's about 7 years old, and it looks like it's at the end of its life, or I don't water it enough.
It tried to take over the yard. I had to cut it way back, and it didn't like that.
Yeah, it didn't like me cutting it either. It really.
But it literally tried to take over my yard like really fast, and so that's the.
Oh, that's a Manila.
That's the Manila, yeah.
Oh.
And you can see the growth come in since it got water. It looked like it was dying. And then it's been getting watered.
Yeah, how old is
Not
this
very
Manila?
old at all. A couple of years, maybe.
Wow. Did you get it from like Home Depot?
Yeah.
Or I see.
Yeah, and I was gonna graft onto it, and I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I've never had a successful
I got
graft.
science for you.
I tried to put a Haas on this Jim Bacon. Do they not go together, or can you? Because one's smooth, one's like the
No, you
Mexican
can put, you
thin
should be able to
skin.
put all kinds on it.
Oh, all right.
It's just kind of creating the space for it, when it gets sun. The grass getting some sun too.
I don't really like Jim Bacon. My wife likes it, so
Oh, this one?
Whatever.
Oh, then you can't get rid of it then. you
Yeah. But look
just
at
gotta add
all the-
varieties.
all the dieback on the inside, and I know this thing's gonna come back with a vengeance when it gets water. It can, you know, it being so mature, I mean, this is old. I planted this, gosh, probably close to somewhere between 25 and 30 years ago.
This is 25, 30 years?
Yeah, and I almost killed it in midlife by not watering it.
Yeah.
And then this has been torture to it this last 4 months, but you know, it weathered it pretty good. There's a lot of dieback on the inside.
How much fruit does this thing give you?
Loaded. Just loaded. But the problem is the raccoons love it, the possums love it. You come out here at night, they're up in the tree just eating like having a feast. But we get a lot more than we can
Eat.
well, it's enough for us and the raccoons and the possums and the. But yeah, I got to start making this a less friendly environment for them. You know.
This is a lychee tree.
Lychee, yeah.
Oh,
This
they
looked
love
terrible.
water.
It was. Can you imagine 4 months?
They love
No
water,
water.
man.
4 months.
Yeah, they love
But it's
it.
had a month of heavy water, and look what it did.
Yeah, it's all about water, water, water for lychees. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, I'm just finding it out.
And
I wasn't sure. Now I am.
yeah, they love water, but more so than most trees that I have in my yard.
Really?
My mom is in charge of watering them now. She waters them for like about 15, 20 minutes every 2 to 3 days in the summer.
That much? Wow.
Much. But then again, you have a lot of mulch, so you shouldn't need to water it
Yeah.
that much. You probably need to water it like at least twice a week. At least during the growing season.
Hey, I was wondering about this. Is this a nitrogen fixer? Because that's the pattern. That's
I like
the
this
leaf-
one.
That's the leaf pattern.
I don't know if it's a nitrogen fixer, but it has a beautiful, it's a honeysuckle.
Yeah, see that?
It's a honeysuckle tree. It brings in the hummingbirds. I like that tree. I'm trying to grow more of it. I also do centropic agroforestry, chop and drop. And so I'm trying to grow a lot of non-fruiting trees just to get some biomass in. You don't need that, of course, because you got a bunch of mulch in the ground.
And that's my past life over there.
Which one? Oh, right there. Oh, wow.
We used to race
Man.
those. We raced a Catalina, and so then I just figured out that I thought these were a desert plant. I just found out they're tropical.
This
I
thing,
almost killed this. I thought it was too far gone.
they love the heat.
Yeah,
They do thrive in the desert. In Arizona, this
Yeah,
seems to
that's
thrive a
what
lot.
gave me the idea that it was a desert plant. I see all these people like killing it in the
Yeah.
desert with these. I go, oh, they don't like water. I almost killed it. And I looked it up the other day, and it's tropical plant. So they like a lot of water, but they love the heat. Back to that, they don't care if it's dry or moist.
Just
Do you know the only huge, large-scale mango farm in California is in La Quinta in the middle of the desert?
that's the Wong Farms, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's evidence again. They don't care if 120 degrees, dry heat, you would think. Well, I think they spray
They
them.
spray them with the clay.
Yeah.
What do you call that? The clay particles. At least that's what I saw.
But I
what
used
saw
to
on their
think
video.
like we need the humidity here. They just need the heat.
And this is another orange sherbet, isn't it?
Yeah, and this was looking terrible a month ago, but now I'm watering it really good.
Oh, it's flushing out. And look at this. This is a Manila. It looks like.
Manila, and this looked
you got it.
horrible. And look at that new. That was like the red growth a couple days ago because of the
Nice.
water.
You got some nubbins here. Look at
Yeah.
Some nubbins, right? Yeah.
I ate one and I was so good. It was one of these double ones like this.
Yeah.
And it was about that size. And I ate it and I was like, this
That's a cute
is
size.
so, I think this is a couple years old.
This is only
Home
a few years
Depot.
old.
That's a nice.
Yeah.
That's
a
a decent
good
sized
size.
trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a shed here. You can see the outline of it. I used to keep all my chemical warfare stuff in there for my plants that I killed them with. I got rid of that. I don't need it.
So you got another.
And then this is the one in the front was a Washington Navel, and this is a what's the one they make the orange juice out of? Valencia.
Valencia. Oh, I see.
And this is not
Valencia
very
orange.
old at all. And it's getting hit hard with that.
With that
I
leaf
used
miner.
to just agonize over that. Now I don't even care.
Yeah, I just leave mine alone.
Yeah, I cut them
that
off
way.
when it's too cold. Like I said, to stimulate it to get new growth, so I get these kind of leaves. You know.
I love the smell of citrus
Oh yeah,
flowers.
I smell it
It's
coming
like-
through the bathroom
like
window. It's
jasmine.
just like, oh. Finally got smart and I got a rabbit that just comes in here and keeps this thing nubbed down to the ground. It's asparagus. So now I just put something around it. I'm gonna start doing more of that. And maybe some rabbit stew. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then this is another Carmen. I just got so tired of 1 year on, 1 year
Yeah.
off thing that I'm going crazy with the Carmens. I think I've got 6 avocados now, and
I can get
4
you
of them
some
are-
gem cuttings, especially next year. A gem avocado for me produces pretty well.
You can see how fried this got. It lost most of its leaves through that 4 months, but as soon as I started watering it,
It's coming
you get
back.
it coming back really nicely.
Dang.
And then you know what that is?
That's it's a type of Annona.
And yeah, Nona.
Is this stuff fruitful?
Yeah, because I had fruit all over it when I was
Oh
little.
wow!
You'll probably find it on here now because it's just been
Right here.
boxed. Yeah,
Right there.
it fruits easily.
Dang.
This one, but like I said, I haven't got a Cherimoya, but that's a baby out there. That one in the front.
I see.
But you got to show me that pollinating. I don't.
Yeah, it's easy.
I
Look,
used to pollinate.
look at this.
These
It's
passion
you see
fruit.
this? Let me see. So once it opens like this is a female.
Oh, all right.
So then, like later on today, like at night, you watch this. It's gonna open up completely like this. It becomes a male. That's where you get the
Oh.
pollen from, and then you find these, and you just. And what I do is I keep them in a cup. Cover it, leave it right there. It's good for like 24 hours.
Oh.
And so the next day you come back out here and you pollinate the female.
Oh, all right.
Because like these guys right here, this will open up tomorrow.
All right.
More than likely, like right here, this will open up probably tomorrow. And then you just kind of pollinate that. And depending on the variety, sometimes the flowers turn male like in the afternoon. Sometimes they turn in the morning. And sometimes you get both on a big enough tree. You'll get both male and female.
Yeah, I'm surprised the stuff survived as much as it did. You know, I was thinking, oh, this
Like
is
you didn't get water for how long?
for 4 months. My
4
wife,
months.
I keep saying 5, but I started walking a little bit at 5, and I would like take a chair around and use it as my crutch when I was like 5 months, and put the chair down and try to water a few things. You know.
All right, guys. So this is Dana's yard tour. I hope you enjoyed it. So what you're seeing here is like really deep mulch, about 1 foot to 2 feet
Yeah.
deep of mulch. But you still gotta water it once in a while. Maybe you don't have drip irrigation here, don't you?
No, I water it about once a week or a little more in the summer, and not nearly as much in the winter. I'm learning to. I used to be like once a week, but I'm learning the winter.
Maybe some automatic drip irrigation would benefit you,
Yeah.
especially because of your.
Yeah, but then I would have to go get a therapist or something.
Ah.
That's my therapy. You know,
That's
is
well. You
going
still
on
can hand
watering.
water
Oh, all
when you
right.
do that.
All
You know,
right.
it's just a say for example, you get hospitalized, for example. You know,
I don't,
knock
I,
on
I
wood.
don't like going to any therapist. I don't do that. But my
This is
therapist
therapy.
is watering.
100%.
And just hanging out back here.
So, is there anything that you want to tell anybody, like any tips that you have in regards to this, the deep mulching, any other things that you wanna say in regards to what you've learned?
It's real. People do not believe that, and I'm going to try to get that through to people. But you know, all you got to do is think about the jungle. You know, you go into a jungle or a forest, it's like several feet of mulch. Nobody's fertilizing that, and that's what it needs, that's what it wants. And it's a long, you know, deep subject to get into why that's true, but you know, just trust it, try it. You don't have to be a nut like me and put it everywhere, but just find one tree. You know, you don't have to get truckloads. Get some mulch. And my neighbors, I just put one wheelbarrow around his fruit trees that did nothing, his citrus trees that did nothing but shrink. In a few months, he came over, told me they were thriving, fruiting, growing. He couldn't believe it. So try it.
So there you go, guys.
Just try it.
So pretty much deep mulching, whatever you can get, right? From arborist mulch is probably the best deal. And you can also use leaf mulch right here. And this is actually what I'm trying to do in my yard, because unfortunately, I can't bring in truckloads of mulch anymore. I'm actually getting this from my neighbor too.
Oh yeah.
They're throwing these away. And I'm like, hey, you know, I'll take your bins, just call me.
Yeah. I did that too with a neighbor. Yeah, thing I'll add to that is somebody just said the other day, and you know, it's hard to sort out the truth, you know, on the internet, but this sounds pretty true to me. They say it takes about 50 years to get an inch of topsoil, and you know, and I imagine that's in really good conditions, like in a forest or a jungle. I don't have 50 years. I'm like 60 years old. So like if you want to jumpstart the process, you know, put in 2 feet of mulch.
Yeah.
And that's going to, you know, put you like you're in a forest.
100%.
You know, if you want a forest, you need the ingredients of a forest, I guess is what I would say. And you know, to understand it better, I guess watch Back to Eden, the documentary, the guy that I got this
Paul
from.
Gauci?
Paul Gauci, yeah. But
I love watching that.
Yeah, and you know, usually you see stuff. I got really excited, but you thought this can't be true, and it's way better than I anticipated. Except for one thing, he lives in Washington. He never waters. He has an orchard of apples, and he lives in the dry part of Washington gets a similar amount of rain as this does. But you know, that's up by Canada. We're in the desert here, so you're not going to get away with not watering like he does. Maybe 4 months, but you're going to stress everything out. You know, you got to water too, but you'll have to water a lot less. And the weeds, they don't grow, and occasionally if you see it, you go to pull it out, it comes out so easy you almost fall down. And it has a massive root on it, and it's just thriving, the weeds. But they don't much grow here. I haven't had time to weed in here, and you don't see weeds.
Well, Dana, I appreciate the tour. Thank you so much. And I'll be grafting your mango tree right now, along with Rich, because he's the better grafter. Wow. I only get like 50% success rate.
I'm super impressed with what you did, because I get 0%, you know, success.
Oh, that was me 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So you know, that could change. That could change. All right. Well, till next time, guys. Dana, again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We gotta come visit here again, especially when it looks better. Yeah. Especially during like the springtime.
Yeah. The real spring, not the August spring.
All right, guys. Thank you.